Hello. Hello, McAllister, coming to you live to talk with you today about 5 steps to shine in a crowded market. Now, this is a webinar that I gave earlier this year, and you are in luck because today I am re-giving it because our webinar software didn't properly record the whole thing. So I am going to be taking your questions and going over these 5 steps to shine in a crowded market again today. This is going to be full of great content. This is stuff that prior to offering this webinar, I had only offered to my paying clients. And so I'm excited to offer you content from beginning to end. And so we've got 5 steps, and then I've also got 2 bonus steps. How exciting is that? I've got a special offer for you as well. This topic is one that's really, really near and dear to me, honestly, because I have felt the pain and the discouragement, the frustration, the self-doubt, the anxiety, the depression of feeling like no one wants to buy what I'm selling, of feeling like there are already too many people out there doing it for me to ever be a success. I'm feeling like people are farther along than me, they're better at this, they're prettier, they're skinnier, they have a better website, they had a better family and more money, or a family with more money, or better job opportunities, better school, a better idea. They're younger than me, they're older than me, they have a better degree, they've got more time, more opportunity, whatever. So if you've ever felt that way, this is the right spot for you to be in today. That's exactly what we're talking about, because here's the thing. Every single one of these people started with exactly what they had, and that's what you're going to do too. That's what you're doing today as well. Check in with our tech over here. Everything looking good?
I think so.
Our beautiful sound engineer, Morgan. All right, so who am I? If you're on Facebook Live, you know I'm Christine McAllister. Super happy that you've joined me for my second ever Facebook Live, both of them happening in the same day using Morgan's phone since my Facebook Live doesn't work. I'm a successful entrepreneur who has helped clients in varied industries generate multiple 6 figures in sales as an online marketing expert. And I've always been an overachiever, but I got stuck and lost after school when I thought the only way to go was to get a real job. That was the only path that I saw. I've also worked as a professor and as a career counselor, and I've always known that my real passion was to help other women get the freedom of time and schedule and travel like I have. And so after spending several years feeling totally frustrated, totally depressed, totally unsettled, and wondering what was wrong with me, I finally quit my job. I've started 3 businesses on my own. I co-founded a 4th, and I have found my calling, my flexibility, my freedom, and I have created the life I want to live. I finally took the leap to supporting other women full-time and starting Life with Passion last year. And the reason I did that, as many of you know, is that I lost my daughter, Maeve Evelyn, to an unexplained full-term stillbirth in March of last year. So the shock and the trauma and the grief and the craziness of going through literally having a baby shower one day and putting a car seat in the car to get ready to planning a funeral for that same baby the next day changed my world and a perspective, gave me a new perspective in a way that nothing else ever could. So Maeve's life changed everything for me, and in the last year I've stopped waiting for the life of my dreams, and I have created it. I have created it, and I've moved into my dream house. I took a 2-week trip to Europe with my husband. I tripled my income, and I've gotten very clear on my purpose, and I'm using that to change the world. So now I channel all of my skills, all of that experience, all of this energy that you see into helping other high-achieving, driven women who are motivated and dreaming and know they're meant for more, but feeling stuck, to quickly create a business based out of their unique passions and skills, finding and serving their perfect clients, using their innate gifts so that they too can leave their 9-to-5s without a drop in income or grow that business that's been on the side for them forever that they just haven't been able to figure out how to make work. When I finally quit my 9-to-5, I replaced my income in the first month, so I know it can be done, and I can show you how. All of this, and I'm an introvert. You might not believe it, but it's true. So I know how to shine in a crowded market, and I'm here to teach you exactly the same thing. Listen, this is what you need to know. Success is between the temples. Standing out is an inside and an outside job. It is about becoming the woman who believes in herself. It's not about having any one perfect marketing strategy. That is not what I'm here to talk to you about. You grow into what marketing strategies you love most and what are most comfortable for you and what are most fun for you. Today, it's about starting with what you have, where you are, and believing in yourself and taking action from that place. So if you feel like you're missing any of those pieces, that's okay. You start from exactly where you are right now. So here's the first step in how to shine in a crowded market. It's to rise above the competitive plane. If you have not read the book, The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace Wattles, get this book. You can listen to it for free on YouTube. You can buy it for 99 cents on Amazon. Get it. Read it, listen to it. This principle of rising above the competitive plane is fantastic, and I first heard about it in this book. Rise above the competitive plane and join the creative plane, where there is always enough business for everyone. You're not competing to take it away from someone else. You're creating new business. You're meant to work with who you do, and you're not taking it away from someone else. So raise your level of awareness and belief around this, because this is about creating a heart-centered business for you that you will love. And thinking this way takes you out of feeling stressed, out of feeling competitive, out of feeling jealous, and it works. So that's number one, rise above the competitive plane. Number two, embrace your story. Your story is the one thing that is totally unique to you, that nobody else has. And it is the absolute key to connecting with the people who are going to love to work with you. What makes you different? You've got to look at this. For me, I'm a huge animal lover. I have been since I was a baby. Now I have horses and dogs. I've had all kinds of pets. I am a horse owner. That's something unique. I have been an entrepreneur for over a decade. I've worked in jobs that left me feeling desperate enough to wish I was getting laid off, or even that my car would go off the road just so I could have a break. And if I was getting unemployment, that I could have the money. That something outside of me would take me out of this job and give me the money and the confidence to start, because I didn't have that confidence in myself. That's part of my story. I've been to the Olympics and worked at them 3 times. That's really unique. I've started 4 businesses, like I mentioned. So those are a few of the things that make me unique. What is it about you that makes you unique? You've got to embrace your story and be willing to be visible with it. Also, losing Maeve is a big part of my story that I'm open with, because I want to help other women know that whatever they've been through, it's possible not only to survive, but to thrive. All right, number 3, the third point. The third step in how to shine in a crowded market. Answer this question. Who do you most want to help and why? If you had to pick one type of person to help next for your next 3 clients, who would that one type of person be? What would those 3 people have in common if you had to narrow it down? Because so often what I hear is women saying, oh, I can't narrow down my target market, my ideal client, my audience who I want to help. I want to help so many people, and I don't want to leave anyone out. But what actually happens when you approach it that way is that you wind up not attracting anyone, because you're not speaking any one group of clients' language. So you've got to get real clear. And so I don't believe that you have to make this decision forever. It's just a decision of who are the next 3 people you want to help. If you had to pick one type of person, who are those people? And what do they have in common? So I'll give you an example again. For me, it's the amazing woman who's feeling stuck. She's feeling stuck by her business isn't growing the way she wants it to, or she hasn't been able to even start it the way she wants it to. She's not sure if her dream's going to work. She wants more out of her life, and everybody around her knows that she's capable, but she's scared. She's also scared that maybe her dreams aren't going to come true, and she's not sure why she has these dreams, because they're not coming true right now. She's motivated, and she just needs the support from somebody who's been there to help her. That's who I most want to help, and why. All right, the 4th point in how to shine in a crowded market is, how can you help them? How can you help these people? Answer that question. Specifically, how can you help them? What do you do? For me, I provide support to high-achieving, motivated, driven women who are feeling stuck. Together, we make a clear, simple plan on their exact next steps for them to build that dream business around their dreams for their life, not anyone else's, to get out of the job if they need to build the income they desire, to get the freedom they desire, to get the control in their life that they desire, and to get consistent and to get over the fears that have been holding them back and the things that have been keeping them stuck. So who can you help, and how? How are you going to help them? What are your expertises? What are your areas where you could just talk about them all day and you just love it? I love helping other people figure out their plans. I love helping people overcome obstacles because I believe there's always an answer. There's always an answer for the person who's available to find an opportunity rather than an obstacle. So working in this way and helping other women build their dream businesses and believe in themselves, absolutely, I could do this all day long, every day. And I love it. So what's your area of expertise? Is it branding? Is it health and fitness coaching? Is it marketing? Is it some combination of those things? What do you have specific skills in right now? And if you're feeling beaten down or you're feeling stuck, it might be hard for you to remember. But I always recommend that you create something I call a confidence resume. That is everything you've done in your life, whether you feel it's relevant to your future business or not. If you look at that, you're going to realize you've accomplished some stuff. And it's going to be really exciting for you and encouraging. And that's something you can look at on those days maybe when you feel like, oh, I don't know how I'm going to help anyone else. I don't know what I have to offer. This is where that confidence resume comes in. So create one for yourself. Just get it all out of your head. Brainstorm. And think about how you can help other people. The 5th point. Make your offers to connect with your audience where they're already hanging out. This does not need to be overcomplicated. How to shine in a crowded market. Where are your people? Go there. Or as Liz Lemon would say, go to there. That is what you need to do. It's that simple. Where are they? Go there. So many times I see people getting overwhelmed and not shining because they're trying to hit every platform, every social media platform, every place anyone could be because they don't want to leave anyone out. I say no. I say you pick 1, 2 tops social media platforms where your people are hanging out and you focus on doing those 1 or 2 well. And you let the rest go. There's time for that later. Where are your people? Chances are it's where you are anyway. Start talking to them there. Online is the quickest way to reach the most people, and that's why I teach women who want a freedom-based business to start with their marketing online. It's what works. There's a strategy to it. You can reach them for the least amount of money and the least amount of effort, and it's what I've been doing for 11 years, and I'm completely convinced that it works. So where are your people? Where are they specifically? Go there. Awesome? Okay, great. I want to take a little break before we get into the 2 bonus steps that I have for you. And I want to tell you a little bit about what working with me privately looks like, because I get this question a lot. Oh, this stuff sounds nice, but how can you actually help me and help my business, and how can I get customized help? So my one-on-one private mentorship is for the woman who's totally committed to figuring out how to make her business work and change her life. Figuring out what's the next right step for her. She's done with the excuses. She's done with feeling stuck. She doesn't have to know what's next for her. She just needs to know it's time for something to change. I'm going to do what it takes. And so together we work on your business idea or your current business intensely for 3 months. Every week we get on the phone. We email between sessions. And it's completely targeted, completely customized, completely private, completely high level from somebody who has built these multiple successful businesses, knows the world of online marketing, and is really good at helping you just create a clear, simple plan to get you out of feeling overwhelmed, out of feeling stuck, and get you on the right track. Right now, that 3-month high-level private mentorship also includes a 3-hour intensive to get you started. So that's like a whole extra month free of coaching. And it also includes a double session at the end as a wrap-up session to really get you clear on your next steps and make sure you walk away confidently with a plan. So if that sounds like it might be interesting to you, I'd love to hop on the phone with you and talk about it. You can go to my website, lifewithpassion.com, and request a clarity call. You can see what other people have had to say about the program, about what it's done for their business and their lives. And you've heard from some of them, if you're listening to this as the second part of the replay of this webinar. And so really consider whether this could be the right opportunity for you. It does come at a cost. The cost is $5,000, and it includes those bonuses that together are worth over $2,200 extra. Normally I charge $1,500 just for my half-day intensive, and that's included, and then the 3 months of full support and the double wrap-up session. So I include those things just to really help you get the extra targeted support that you need to get you moving faster than you ever dreamed possible. One of the women that I've been working with said that she accomplished more in 14 days of working with me than she had accomplished in the previous 6 months in her business. She'd just been spinning her wheels and feeling overwhelmed. And by the time we got to working together, she was really discouraged and not sure her dream was going to work. Together, we made a clear, simple plan to get her started, and she started taking action left and right as fast as she could, like you wouldn't believe. Totally turned her attitude around, totally turned her business around as well. So I invite you to go to lifewithpassion.com/clarity and apply for a call. It's free. Get on the phone with me, talk about your dreams, where you are, and explore if that's a good fit. All right, that is my private mentorship. Now, back to our bonus steps. Number 1, first bonus step in how to shine in a crowded market is to get fierce. I love this word, fierce. Get fierce about your dreams, about your business, about what you want. It is really important that you connect with your dreams and your desires. You can get really excited, maybe even a little agitated, worked up over getting this life that you want. Make it a non-negotiable for you. That is going to give you the passion and fuel your ability to get visible out there even if you're scared. And people are going to be able to sense that passion, and that is going to make you shine in a crowded market. So often I hear from women who are scared to put themselves out there, scared of judgment, scared of what people are going to think. If you get into this space of fierceness around creating the life that you want, a lot of that evaporates. Because now you're in this positive mindset of forward movement, of creating the life that you want, as opposed to shrinking back, not sure if it's going to work. Awesome. So get fierce. Access that inner fierceness in you and go after it. And then the second bonus step is to be willing to be offensive. That's right, I said be offensive. Now, I am a person who loves to be nice. And I want for everyone to like me. And I want for people to think well of me. And I don't want to offend everyone. I'm not a very brash person. But what I mean by this is be willing to be offensive to the wrong people. Be willing for some people to read your message and not get it. There's this great saying that brings me a lot of solace. It says, you can't say the wrong thing to the right person. You can't say the wrong thing to the right person. How reassuring is that? And then on the other side of that, you can't say the wrong thing. You can't say the right thing to the wrong person. So Jim Rohn said that there are going to be 25% of people who love you, 25% of people who hate you, 25% of people who are indifferent, and 25% of people who can be convinced to love you. You have got to be willing to focus on that first 25% of people who love you and be willing to be offensive to the other ones, in service of helping that first 25% with your service or product. Be yourself, because if you're trying to be all things to all people, you're going to come off bland and nobody's going to get it because they're not going to know who you're talking to because you're not talking to them because your message isn't clear enough. So be willing to be offensive. All right? Those are my tips for how to shine in a crowded market. I am so glad you've joined me today, and I look forward to hearing how these tips work for you as you move forward in your dream business. Have an awesome day, and thank you for joining me. This is Christine McAllister for Life with Passion. Bye.